What if I told you that you can approach user flows differently? As I mentioned last week, users don't interact with static screens. The story is the thing that stitches everything together. In this video, I'll share my way of crafting hundreds of tiny stories and stitching them together. That will make your design better. I'll provide tips that you could use straight away, super fast. I'm Igor Silkin, an inspirational design leader with over 15 years of experience, and on this channel I share my knowledge with you. Subscribe and let's get started. A super easy way to start wrong is to focus on the task you're trying to solve. Sounds strange, right? The way we immerse ourselves in problems makes us feel as if notions of these problems are present in the user's mind all the time. And here things get wrong. Most of the time, users focused on their own thoughts. Attention is fragmented. All 99 problems of users' life get in the way of them focusing on our task. So start from an experiment. Assume users don't understand and don't know a simple thing about the task you're trying to solve. The interface is a constant dialogue between human and computer. So, like in real-life interactions, there are so many things to consider while choosing the tone and words. Though it could seem so complicated, somehow most of us, more or less, feel naturally what's appropriate in the dialogue and what's not. We know it when things get awkward, but sometimes something breaks. We start looking at interfaces at the composition of text, buttons and images. Start looking at user flows as real-life dialogues. Would this feature interrupt the dialogue in a confusing way, or it would make more sense and engagement? Every feature, every user flow branch, every dialogue is based on a tiny story. The tiny story with its own structure. It has a beginning and an end. And the beginning is the most valuable part of it. If you can't grab users' attention, if you can't match unspoken questions, if you can't be clear from the start, your design will screw things up, make it awkward and annoying. The start of the dialogue is what sets the tone of the story ahead. Because users' attention is so fragmented, it's so important to communicate the right way with the right words from the beginning. Lately, I saw a great example of using ChatGPT to frame your way of thinking about interface as a dialogue. Just simply ask it to imagine the interface you're trying to design as a dialogue between two people. You can play with it as much as you want to grab an initial idea. I believe that with some amount of practice, this way of thinking will become your new norm and you will not need to focus on it as much as at start. Share your ways of structuring the story your design tells. Subscribe to my channel and see you next week.